Preparing to customize your labor calculation. In this instructional video, we'll demonstrate the preliminary steps you should take before you begin creating a configuration file that matches how you want to figure labor for any building you create. After you have a building drawn, and for this purpose just draw any size building on the drawing screen, bring up the navigation menu and click Accessing Customer Specific Information. In the instructional video of the same name, we explored the project control screen that comes up when you click that item. The Tax Rates and Additional Charges tab reflects, in bold, those items that are being applied to the building you are currently creating. When you click on Item to Edit in the window shown, you will see the name and the rate displayed next to it. In this case, click the Labor Configuration file. The file name of the config file being applied to the building is displayed in the windows to the right. In this case, note that no labor is being figured with this particular file selected. This config file calculates a man-hour estimate, but no labor dollars. To determine which labor package is your best starting point for establishing your personalized labor calculator, you will want to experiment by selecting various labor config files. Note the double-click to edit message below the file name window. Following that direction, when we double-click the nolabor.pkl file name, another window will immediately appear. This window is simply a fast way to access the labor files that are stored on your computer. Scroll to the far right and you will see a number of different files that calculate labor based upon different methods. When you double-click on any one of them, notice that the name will now appear in the File Name window on the Tax Rates and Additional Charges screen. Remember that whenever you make a change to name, amount, or markup percentage, you must click the Change button to record that change. So if you select a different labor configuration file, but fail to click the Change button before clicking the Save button, your changes will not be recorded. When you select change and save a new file, you will want to review the resulting labor calculations. To do that, click Calculate Price above the drawing grid. Then access the navigation menu and click on BOM Reports. When the Report Generator screen appears, click on the Analytical Reports tab that was discussed in the Creating a Bill of Materials and Reports instructional video. Here you can do one of two things. You can produce a PDF of the labor calculation by clicking on Labor Summary in the window shown, then clicking the Print Selected Files button. Now you can view or print out the information that is shown. A second approach is to simply click on the Labor Listing by Application tab at the top of the screen. The labor calculation is shown in the window. When you scroll to the top of the window, you will see 7 columns detailing the pertinent information pertaining to the labor file that PostFrame Manager is using. Is the time per task close to what you would estimate? You should ask yourself this question after looking at the results generated by each of the available labor configuration files. To do that, repeat the process of revisiting the Tax Rates and Additional Charges tab on the Project Control window as previously discussed. Click on the labor file that is currently selected in the Item to Edit window shown. As noted below the file name, double-click on that name. Scroll to the right and select another labor configuration file. You are immediately returned to the Project Control screen where you click the Change button, then save the selection. Next, view the results of this labor configuration file by returning to the drawing screen and clicking the Calculate Price button at the top. Then open the navigation menu once again and click on BOM Reports. From the Report Generator screen, click on the Analytical Reports tab. Then review the results and ask yourself again whether this file more accurately depicts how you would estimate labor. The entire process of reviewing the results of each possible labor file won't take more than a few minutes, but the effort will be worthwhile because now you can proceed to edit the file that is closest to what you would estimate manually. This ends the Preparing to Customize Your Labor Calculation instructional video.